So let's try and go through a user scenario as the last way to create a repository here. You guys are making your first project. It could be anything. It could be a JavaScript project, a .NET project, a Java project. It doesn't matter. It could be anything. And here you've added a lot of different files. You might even have folders in here. Let's just add a few folders just to show a real scenario here. Other code in here. Let's just add a few of these files in here as well. There we go. So now we have some kind of folder set up that I want to share with the world. How do we actually do that using the desktop client? Well, step one is, of course, you need to have your GitHub available, and then you have to add a new repository, because right now this folder doesn't know it's a GitHub repository. There's no .git folder anywhere, so it doesn't know it's a GitHub repository. How do we do that? We go in here and we give it a name. So first of all, I have to select the plus sign, the add, because now I want to add an actual folder and convert it into a GitHub repository. Sorry, a Git repository. So I'll do a browse. I'll find the folder. Right now it's under work on my machine. Could be anywhere. I'll go in under calculator here, which is where which is going to be my folder that I want to share with the world, and I'll just select it here. Now, one thing I want you guys to notice is it doesn't know it's a Git repository, so it needs to get more information to add it here, because it needs to know it's a GitHub repository. And there's actually a bug in here, because normally something should pop up here telling me it's not a GitHub repository. So I'll just jump to the Create tab and back to the Add tab, and now it should probably pop up. There we go. I just removed the R and put it back, and now it actually knows this directory is not a Git repository yet. Do you want it to make it into a Git repository? Yes, please do that. Create a Git repository right here. I'll do create, and it says, okay, I'll name a new Git repository. Do you want to create that? And I'll say, yes, please do that. Doink. Now what does it actually add for me? It adds the Git attribute, git ignore file again, and the .git folder. So notice now 3 new guys have become available: the .git, the Git attributes, and the git ignore file. They are now available. They have also already been committed, as you can see up here. So now I also need to commit all of my new files to the actual repository before I publish it. So I'll add a small comment here. Initial commits. I'll commit this to the local guy, and then I'll publish it, pressing the guy up here so that you guys can also access it. Notice again, I've just added this locally, so now everything is ready to send to a GitHub account in the cloud. So I'll do it right here, select this guy, and I'll do a publish. Because I already logged in, it knows that it's available, it knows my access to my GitHub account, so all I have to do is just give it a name that has to be unique for my account, and I'll just say publish. There we go. That's all I had to do. So now we've published this, and if I do a refresh here, you'll see that now a new guy pops up down here called calculator. There we go. It's there. The calculator is now available for everybody who wants to use it. I'll keep it up there so you guys can go and clone it if you want to, and I'll just do it right away. I just want to make a clone of this right away, just to show you how we can actually add the MD file. So let's just do a git clone here right away. I'll just clone it to a new place. So let me just get out of this folder, see where I'm at. There we go. I'll make a git clone, and I'll just call it cloned calc. So now I have a clone version. It's cloning down to cloned calc. This could be on another machine somewhere in the world. And here you'll see now I actually have the exact same code shared among 2 different folders. It could be on 2 different machines, it wouldn't matter. I get it all from the GitHub account. One more thing I want to do before we end it, because there's no README file here. So let's just add the README file just to show you how you can do that. The README file is important. I feel that's a good way for us to explain the project. And I'll just say add README file, and here you'll see it'll kind of add just a headline here. This is kind of a syntax for us to make it look nice. I can do the preview here, and you'll see this kind of gives me a header. So let me try and just add some text here as well. This will be the calculator project. There we go. And I'll just do a preview again. Or I'll open my calendar again. I'll just do a preview again, so now you can see it starts adding some text down here. I can add some kind of a comment if I want. Hi all, first README file. It'll commit it directly, and I'll just say commit new file. It'll add it here, and now you'll see that below my project there's now also the README file. And if I want to do an update, so just notice right now the README file is not here anywhere. It's not here yet. How do I get it down here? I'll just do a sync. It synchronizes with my GitHub account, pulls down the information from up there, and hopefully, boink, a new line popped up here. And now if I go back to my folder, there's also a README file. Let me just go into the right folder, and here it is, the README file. So, next time we'll start working with this directory, the repository in the cloud. See you in the next lessons.